kind of overwhelmed, kind of blue. That's how I am. I'm too old to change. Oh, just things. No, I don't see him anymore. That's long gone. I'm really done with him. I'm sort of done with everything, actually. Look to the future. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were making a joke. Oh, you weren't. Look to the future. What? You mean other men? Hope? I find it hard to get on the hope bandwagon. I always have. I've tried the antidepressants. They don't work. I'm antidepressant resistant. Well, no, I haven't tried every single one. Listen, dear, I know I called you and you're a dear person, but I think I shouldn't have called. I think I'm not in the mood to talk. I just need to go to the grocery store or something. Well, don't be offended, all right? Well, if you're going to be offended, then that just proves that I can't get on with anybody, and that's kind of depressing to me. Oh, please stop talking about Zoloft. Listen, dear, I've got to hang up. Please understand who I am. I can't change, and I don't want to change. Bye, dear. Talk to you sometime. Eggs, butter, cheese, milk, bread, frozen vegetables, peas, carrots, string beans. Ah! Paper towels, tuna fish, mayonnaise. Ah! Goodness!
The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
What?
The sky is falling! It's falling!
What do you mean? Ah! Stop falling! Ah! Well, 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 well. Well, I'm dead. I killed myself in the 1990s because of Skylab. Well, not entirely, but it's as sensible an explanation as anything. Most of you don't remember what Skylab was. I seem to have had a disproportionate reaction to it. Most of you seem to have just sloughed it off. Skylab was this American space station. It was thousands of tons of heavy metal that was put up into orbit over the Earth sometime in the 70s. And eventually the people on board abandoned it, and it was just sort of floating up there. And you'd think the people who put it up there would have come up with some idea as to how to get it back to Earth again. But they didn't. Or the plan failed or something. So in 1979, they announced that Skylab would eventually be falling from the sky in a little bit. this massive thing the size of a city block might come crashing down on your head as you stood in line at Bloomingdale's, or as you sat by your suburban pool, or as you were crossing the George Washington Bridge, etc., etc. Of course, statistically, the likelihood of Skylab hitting you on the head, or rather hitting a whole bunch of you on the head, statistically the odds were small. But I can't live my life by statistics. And the experts didn't think it through, I guess. Oh, sure, let's put massive tonnage up into the sky. I'm sure it won't fall back down. Sure, let's build nuclear power plants. I'm sure we'll figure out something to do with the radioactive waste eventually. Well, you can all see I have the kind of personality that might kill myself. I mean, throw in unhappy relationships and a sort of dark, depressive tinge to my psychology, and something like Skylab just sends me over the edge. I can't live in a world where there is Skylab! I sort of screamed this out in the airport, so I was waiting in some endless line to go someplace or other. So I died, sometime in the 90s. Obviously, it was a delayed reaction to Skylab. So I killed myself. Anger turned inward, they say, but at least I got to miss 9/11. If I couldn't stand Skylab, then I definitely couldn't stand the sight of people jumping out of windows, and then letters with anthrax postmarked from Trenton. And in some quarters, people danced in the streets in celebration. Ooh, lots of people killed. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Oh, God, I hate human beings. I'm glad I killed myself. You know, in the afterlife, I'm seen to have a bad attitude. And apparently I'm slated to come do this whole horrible thing all over again. Why can't I just be left alone to fester and brood in my bodiless spirit state? Who says spirits have to be light and clear and happy? So what if my aura looks like some murky tweed brown suit? So what? You leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. So they tried to force me back to Earth in 2002 or so. And before I knew it, my spirit was beginning to reincarnate. But I put on this spiritual, otherworldly emergency brake system that I seem to have, and the whole process came to a grinding halt, and I simply refused to reincarnate. What if I marry Rex Harrison again, I said to them. Oh, or maybe next time he'll be my mother, and I'll get so frustrated that I'll go off the deep end and commit matricide. Or then there will be more Skylabs, and of course, terrorism and anthrax and smallpox and monkeypox and a pox on everybody's houses, so no thank you. Yes, I was married to Rex Harrison. He had several wives, so you'll all have to do your research to figure out which one I was. I just don't want to go back there. I find too much of it all too upsetting. So I'm refusing to reincarnate, at least as much as I can. I don't like being alive. I don't trust it. Plus, you know, if I keep thwarting these attempts to reincarnate me, I'm not entirely sure the Earth is still going to be there. So, if I stall long enough, my going back may become a moot point. I'm sorry. Am I depressing everyone? I'm depressing myself. Well, pay no attention. I'm just a gloomy dead person. There's no accounting for my moods. I guess I was bipolar in life, and I still am out here in the afterlife. Is there anything positive I can leave you all with? Well, good luck! mean it sincerely. I guess life has always been scary. Hitler was scary, and we all expected to die from Russia and America aiming missiles at each other. But that didn't happen. So, good luck. I hope it'll all be all right. I really just don't want to come back. But if I hear it has all turned out a bit better than we expected, well, then I'll be glad. So long. Look out! Look out! Help! Help!
Come on now, Miss Witherspoon, wake up. Come on, wake up.
What? Oh, it's you again. Leave me alone, please.
You have a lot more lessons to learn. You are still focusing on your past life. You're arguing with your ex-husband. You have a lot more lives to do, Miss Witherspoon.
My name isn't Miss Witherspoon.
Well, we like to call you Miss Witherspoon. It is our nickname for your spirit. You are like some negative English woman in an Agatha Christie book who everybody finds bothersome. It's because of your brown tweed aura. You have a lot of aura cleansing to do in future lives, you know.
Aura cleansing? I don't know what that means.
My aura is light and airy and clear, Miss Witherspoon. Maybe after a few more lifetimes, you'll be able to accurately see other people's auras.
I've explained as patiently as I can. I don't wish to go back there. Can't I just be left alone?
That's not how the netherworld works, Miss Witherspoon.
Is there somebody above you I can speak to?
We don't think of people being above or below each other here. We are all part of the collective human soul.
Okay, but might I speak to another member of the collective human soul? I don't feel you're understanding me.
Who do you want to speak to?
Oh, I don't know. Is Mahatma Gandhi here?
Yes, he is. But your soul is in no way ready to meet him.
What is your name? I want to report you.
To whom would you report me?
Well, I don't know that yet, but maybe later on it will become clear. What is your name?
I've told you before, I am Mariama.
Mariana what?
I don't have a last name, and it's Mariama, not Mariana. The middle letters are not N as in Nancy, but M as in mellifluous. Mariama.
You know, I'm a Christian. I wasn't expecting some sort of Eastern religion person to greet me out here. I mean, I know a lot of American companies are hiring people from India to do phone work for them. But I wasn't expecting that out here in the afterlife as well.
There is no ethnicity in the bardo. That is just how you are choosing to see my spirit.
Really? Well, I've imagined you in a very pretty sari.
Yes, and I appreciate it. But you know, for the last 30 years of your life, you had no religion. And so your spirit is choosing to see me as an Indian woman because your soul is acknowledging reincarnation.
If there has to be an afterlife, then I demand the pearly gates and St. Peter, and purgatory if I have to, and heaven so I can rest there. And I don't believe in hell.
Well, that's very convenient for you. But even the people who see St. Peter reincarnate. Purgatory is actually reincarnation. That's why it lasts so long and has suffering in it. It's going back to earth and struggling over and over.
I don't believe you. You find some priest or minister to tell me that.
And sometimes St. Peter looks like the traditional idea of him, robe and beard and all of that. And sometimes he looks like a Hawaiian man. And sometimes, in the last many years, he looks like E.T. or Yoda. The effect of movies on the collective unconscious.
I don't trust anything you're saying.
But you've had many lives already. You haven't just had one.
No, I don't believe you.
Yes. Remember 1692 in Massachusetts? Your sister was put to death as a witch. You knew it wasn't true, but you didn't speak up for her.
Well, of course not. I would have been killed.
Oh, so you remember.
No, I don't remember. I was speaking from common sense. If I had been there, what I would have thought. I saw the crucible. It was a terrible time. Doesn't mean I lived then.
Well, you did. And you were a dance hall hostess in Wyoming in 1853, and a cloistered nun in 1497 in Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf? I don't believe you, and I certainly remember nothing.
You're just stubborn. Think back. You can remember all other lives up here in the Bardo when you want to. It's back on Earth you can't remember them, or just remember little pieces of them. Remember the song Where or When?
Yes, it was very pretty, but it was about a small hotel. It wasn't about reincarnation.
You're confusing it with There's a Small Hotel. Where or When was indeed about reincarnation. It seems we've stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when.
That's about forgetful lovers. It's not about reincarnation.
It is about reincarnation.
I know Mary Rogers, the daughter of Richard Rogers, and I'm going to ask her to write you a letter explaining where or when to you.
There's no way a letter can be delivered in the Bardo.
You keep saying the Bardo, but you don't say what you mean. What is the Bardo?
It's where you are now. It is a stopping off place where you can choose your next life, and then drink from the lake of forgetfulness before returning to the earth plane again.
Drink from the lake of forgetfulness? You're some terrible dream I'm having. If this is the afterlife, then I demand to see St. Peter, and not the E.T. one either.
You don't really qualify as a Christian. In your last life, you stopped believing in it early on, and so demanding to go to a Christian heaven is not your right after this past lifetime.
Ah, so there is a Christian heaven.
Yes, for those who believe in it, there is. And there's a pet heaven, and a Muslim heaven, and a Jewish heaven, which, since they don't believe in heaven, is sort of like prolonged general anesthesia.
Oh, I want that one. Send me there.
Your soul automatically chooses the image of heaven it wishes to see. You may be telling me that you want to see St. Peter, but your soul has chosen that you see me, and I need to get you to reincarnate.
It's scary down there, and it's painful. And if you want me to learn some lesson or other, well, then give me a book and I'll read it. But I just don't want to go back there.
That cannot be your choice. All souls must keep reincarnating until they reach true wisdom, at which point they sometimes go back to guide others, like Gandhi did, or sometimes they reach nirvana, and their soul permeates and uplifts the collective unconscious.
Just leave me at this level. I'm not harming anybody. Just let me rest here in the Bardo.
I've told you that cannot be your choice.
Well, I've stopped it several times before, haven't I?
Well, that's true. We are all a little confused by that. The force of your will has been creating a little glitch up here, and the reincarnation process keeps aborting itself with you. We've asked Gandalf to look into that, so that your next reincarnation actually occurs.
Gandalf? Isn't he a fictional figure from The Lord of the Rings?
Yes, there is the fictional character Gandalf, but he in turn is based on a person of great wisdom, also named Gandalf, who's lived many centuries and who's very involved with helping souls continue their evolution in the Bardo and back on Earth.
I wonder if I'm in a coma and I'm dreaming you.
Life is the dream.
Yes, I've heard that before. It's very confusing. I don't wish to play these games. I want that Jewish heaven, which is like general anesthesia. I want to be put out like a light.
You only get that when your soul believes in no afterlife. But even then, it's only an illusion. You're in that blank state for a little while, but after a bit, your soul still reincarnates. And eventually, most souls on earth begin to believe in some sort of afterlife. After all, as Thornton Wilder said, everybody knows in their bones that something is eternal.
I like Thornton Wilder. Is he here?
Yes, but he's presently reincarnated
Really? As who?
as Ariana Huffington.
I don't believe that Thornton Wilder is Ariana Huffington.
No, I was kidding. Thornton Wilder has achieved nirvana and is no longer reincarnating, but his soul sends out wonderful vibrations throughout the entire universe.
There's an Indian restaurant on West 59th Street that overlooks Central Park South, and it's called Nirvana.
And your point is?
No point, I guess. Gosh, I'm feeling tired. May I be allowed to sleep a little more?
Yes, your spirit depletes quickly. You need to achieve more stamina.
Easier said than done, Mariama Nirvana head. Oh gosh, my eyes are so heavy. Uh-oh, it's happening again. No! No, thank you! I don't want to go! I'm done going! Hell no, I won't go! Hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today? Oh my god, what am I talking about? No! I don't want to go! Stop it! No!
Hello, darling. Hello there. Yes, it's Mommy. Hello. Good morning. Had a precious sleep.
Gaga, goo goo, mama ma, mama ma.
Yes, I'm Mama.
Mama ma, mama ma.
One less syllable, dear. Mama.
Mama ma, mama ma. Oh my god, I'm a baby again. Oh Lord, no, I can't go through this again. It's endless.
What, dear?
Google, Google.
Oh, yes, Google. That's a search engine. Oh, David, she's very chatty this morning. She almost said Mama.
Talkative, is she? Good morning, sweet pea.
Goo goo, la 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 la.
That's right, darling. Very good. What a beautiful baby.
David, don't let Fido in here.
Fido, give me a break. Somebody get me out of here!
She seems restless. Are you restless, darling?
Gaga, mama.
Oh, yes! Yes, darling, I'm Mama! David, take Fido out. I think he's jealous of the baby.
He's just not used to her yet. He'll learn to accept her.
He usually doesn't show his teeth like that. I don't like it.
Doggy. Like doggy, let him stay.
Oh my god. Did you hear that? I think she just said words.
Did we imagine it?
I don't think so. Darling, did you say doggy? Doggy.
Googie, Gaga.
Maybe she said googie and it sounded like doggy.
That must have been it. Is that what you said, little Miss Witherspoon?
David, what did you call her?
I'm not certain. It was just an impulse. You know, the nursery rhyme. Whither the spoon goes, whither the fork.
Wither the spoon? I've never heard that nursery rhyme before.
No, neither have I, come to think of it. If I don't know.
David, don't hit the dog. Just take him outside.
All right, out in the hallway, Fido. Go find your ball. Go on. So you don't want to call her Miss Witherspoon?
Are you insane?
Well, you choose the name. I'm clearly out of my league. Goodbye, sweet pea. See you tonight. Daddy's off to business.
Oh, darling, I'll see you to the car. There are things I want you to pick up on your way home.
Gaga. Moo. La 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 la. Oh, God, I've got to relearn language. Oh, Lord, it takes so long. Why am I remembering everything? Oh, yes. Gaga, here, doggy. Come here, Fido. I'm taking your place in the house. Come here, doggy. Here, doggy. Oh, yes, big teeth. Very big teeth. Come here, doggy. Here, doggy. Come here. Come here.
That's a wasted lifetime. And that poor couple is going to suffer and have guilt and try to make it up with the next child who's going to be spoiled and will take no responsibility for anything and will get drunk at age 16 and drive a car without a license and kill 2 people. You see what you've done?
It's not my fault. If that's how they behave, then that's how they behave. I didn't do it.
Your aura is worse than before.
You know, I was thinking, I don't want St. Peter. I want that Jewish heaven, which is like general anesthesia. Can you arrange that, please?
This isn't a spa.
Not only do I not like life on Earth, I realized I don't like being conscious. I don't want to be here talking to you. I would consider it a wonderful favor if you could arrange to have me put under.
The general anesthesia afterlife is just what happens to people who don't believe in an afterlife. And you can't just choose the Jewish heaven. Plus, I sort of misspoke. It's not only Jewish people, it's also people like John Falsart and Camus. You know, people who don't believe in an afterlife.
I want blankness. I want nothing.
Between grief and nothing, I'd choose grief, William Faulkner wrote. Later, John Paul Belmondo took the same quote in the movie Breathless and said, I'd choose nothing.
Why are you telling me this?
What you said just made me think of it, that's all. You're choosing nothing. It's a negative choice, nothing. People who go to a restaurant and order nothing don't eat. Their bodies don't get nourishment. Nothing is as nothing does.
I don't remember those lines in Breathless.
Oh, you saw the film?
I didn't see the Goddard version. I saw the Richard Gere remake on HBO one night.
I hate remakes of classic films. It's terrible. It's like when someone says a beautiful sentence, and some jerk comes later on and says, oh, let me paraphrase that for you.
Yes, Rex always hated remakes. Oh, God, even saying his name makes me angry. Is there a hell, and can you check if he's there?
What do you have against Rex Harrison?
I told you I was married to him, and he wasn't very nice.
I explained before. You were married to the soul of Rex Harrison, but not when he was Rex Harrison. He had similarities, but he was a coal miner in 1876. In your last life, you kept recognizing him when you'd see the actor Rex Harrison, but you were actually recognizing your husband from 1876, not the person who won the Oscar for My Fair Lady.
What are you talking about? I remember going to the Oscars with Rex Harrison.
You're blurring memories, dreams, and fantasies. It's partially that brown tweed aura of yours. Thoughts get stuck in it.
I thought you said we could remember all other lives up here.
I did. But people are all on different levels of development. And because of your continuing negative choices, your level of development is fairly messed up.
You're very critical, and you're not very encouraging. And I'd like you to go away now. And if I can't have that Jewish heaven, then I just want to sit and stare and try to think nothing for a while.
Well, 2 years have gone by since we started this conversation.
What?
And so it is time for you to reincarnate again.
It can't be, I just got here.
Goodbye.
Hey, baby. Gee, it's kind of a fat baby, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna have your fat ass.
Shut up, it's gonna have your greasy hair and damaged brain cells.
Yeah, well, I had fun damaging them.
Good for you. Why isn't the baby responding? Is it dead? You dead? Hey, baby! Hey, fat ass! You dead?
Oh my God, where am I? Oh Lord!
Shut up! It's so ugly when it cries. You're ugly.
Oh Lord, what is this? Do they have a dog, I wonder?
Shut up! We're supposed to wonder, dog. I wanted to meet baby.
Oh, good. Gaga, gaga.
I shot the dog this morning.
Oh, so that's what that noise was. I thought you farted. How come you shot the dog?
It annoyed me.
Oh God, how do I get out of this?
Oh, God, it's such a noisy baby. Do you think it's defective?
Well, it came out of your fat ass. It's bound to be defective.
I need a joint. Think the baby can inhale? Maybe that'll stop it from crying?
Hey baby, you want some pie? That shut you up? No dog. No escape. Hot. Okay. Ah, gaga.
Hey, Ginny, you want another piece of pie? Okay. Wipe your mouth. You look like a pig.
Am I pretty?
Didn't I just call you a pig? Yes. So don't ask them questions.
I'm hungry.
So eat another piece of pie. I told you to. You're so fat already, no matter what you eat. Will I ever go to school? Stop asking about school. We're doing homeschooling with you so you can learn real values. You're awful quiet today.
That's because I'm overdosing.
Oh, fuck you, jerk, leaving me alone. Oh, fuck, I need you to shoot up. Finish your pie. Don't take an overdose. I know what I'm doing. Give me 10 minutes to get high first, and then call an ambulance for him and finish your pie. Fucking useless husband.
Dad? You dead? I'm gonna call the ambulance, but Mom said to wait 10 minutes. She wants to get high. Oh, maybe I better have 2 pieces of pie.
give you as much time as I had planned. The previous student had a nosebleed.
Did you punch him?
No, it was just a nosebleed. But I hadn't allotted time for it, and now I've fallen behind. Sorry. Hello, Virginia. How are you today? And thank you so much for coming.
Sure.
Mrs. Fortunata, I wanted to talk to you because Virginia seems kind of lost in school.
What did I tell you about being lost, huh? What did I say? I don't know. You say a lot of things. Well, pay attention to what I say. She don't listen to what I say.
Uh-huh. Well, she's not learning at the 7th grade level.
Ginny, your mind is wandering. Stop it.
Ow!
Go ahead. You have about 6 seconds. She'll keep listening.
Okay. As I've said, I'm concerned about Virginia. She's failing most of her subjects.
Why can't you learn anything? You're useless.
Ow! No hitting, please.
What?
Nothing. Just, we have a no-hitting policy.
I don't believe that socialist crap you can't hit your kids. You don't do better in school, and I'm yanking you out of here, and we're doing homeschooling again. How do you like that?
You don't know nothing.
You have respect for your mother, you fat pig. You see what I have to go through with her?
You're right, I'm useless.
How'd you like a bloody nose? You keep talking back to me.
Stop it! Stop it!
What?
This is not acceptable behavior.
What is it?
Mrs. Fortunata, I'd like to speak to you about Virginia being here for a moment.
Anything you want to say, just say it. She can hear it.
Mrs. Fortunata, I'm upset how you speak to your daughter.
I'm the mother. I gotta correct her. She's constantly failing. What, am I supposed to praise her for that? Oh, Ginny, you're so good. You're dumb, and you're fat, and it's fun to watch you eat 20 donuts at a time, and maybe you can grow up to be an elephant in the circus. Ginny's great! Ginny's great!
I want to take an overdose like Daddy did.
You're too young for hard drugs.
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop telling me to stop it. You stop it.
Virginia cannot survive if you tell her she's worthless.
Did I call you worthless?
You did yesterday.
I ain't talking about yesterday.
Stop! Look, I'm not a psychologist, but maybe the school can come up with the money to send you both for family counseling. I'm sorry, I have to move on to the next patient now. I mean, parent.
Counseling? Oh, you go to counseling, I'm going to the liquor store. Come on, Ginny, let's get you an ice cream cone.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, love. Want some smoke? Special sale today. Come on, honey. Hey, Ginny.
Hello, Stanley.
You got that wanting it look in your eye. I told you, hon, you got to have money. I'm not a charity organization.
I got money today for my birthday.
Oh? How old are you?
I'm 13.
That's a good age. Soon you can have your own baby and ruin her life. That's a good revenge, huh?
Where in England are you from?
Liverpool.
I like English accents. In school, they showed us this old movie called My Fair Lady. And Rex Harrison teaches Audrey Hepburn how to talk good. To talk well.
Yeah, I saw that one. Very long movie.
You remind me of Rex Harrison somehow.
Do I? Must be me charm. So, how much money you got today?
50.
Oh, you're doing well.
I got 10 for my birthday and 40 more nobody knows about.
Atta girl. I can sell you a good party for 50.
Do you have some of those pills you talked about? You know, the ones that make you all spacey and happy.
I sure do sweet cakes. You can have 3 for 50.
3?
They're really good,
Okay.
but spread them out. Don't take them all at once. You won't wake up.
3 would do that?
If you don't spread them out.
Okay, I'll spread them out.
London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Well, have yourself a nice party, Virginia.
Thanks. Happy birthday, Virginia. Oh my God.
I see you're back.
That was horrible! How could you do that to me? That was pure hell!
No one did it to you, Miss Witherspoon. Your soul makes the choice of the life that will teach you the lesson you need to learn.
And what lesson is that? Life is hell? I already knew that!
I can't explain it to you fully. It's not punishment, but it's karma. We have to learn. And you keep killing yourself. That doesn't make for good karma. You don't get ahead with suicide.
Next time you try to reincarnate me, I'll be able to stop it. I know I will.
Well, you're very willful. We've all noticed it.
I mean, what else could I have done with that life?
I don't know. You could have tried to befriend the teacher.
And what good would that have done?
Well, I don't know. You didn't try it.
I was depressed. I was hyperglycemic. I was on various drugs.
I admit, it was a very difficult life. For your next life...
Don't finish that sentence. I need to recuperate after that past life. Did you ever see Stop the World, I Want to Get Off? That musical with Anthony Newley. I think Rex and I saw it once, and I was married to him. Don't you tell me that I knew him as some coal miner in some previous century. Anyway, that musical's title was Prescient, wasn't it? Who knew Anthony Newley knew anything? Oddest singer I ever heard. But he was on to something. Stop the world, stop the Bardo, I want off! Don't you send me back there for more suffering! What's the matter with you?
Suffering and life are mysteries, Miss Witherspoon. We cannot choose to escape them. They are inescapable.
May I see St. Peter, please?
I'll see what I can do.
And I don't want him to look like E.T. either. I want him in a beard and a staff and a robe. I don't want any modern interpretations of him, for God's sake. Well, I think I made a point with her. All of this repeating of life after life. Christianity taught me one life, one roll of the dice, and it's heaven, hell, or purgatory. But it's clear, and it's simple, and it's over. So St. Peter can straighten this out, I hope. Because for most of my lives, I was a Christian. So I'm expecting heaven or purgatory. I don't want hell, of course, but then again, I wasn't Hitler. I may have my quirks, But really, purgatory should be the appropriate place for me, I believe. That's just the place where you can't see God for eons and eons because you weren't perfect. And I don't know, it may be unpleasant, but I don't think they torture you there or anything. Maybe it's like prison. Maybe you only eat bread or water. Not Spanish Inquisition prison, because that would be more like hell. Just prison. Here I am, longing for purgatory. It's strange, I actually thought the afterlife would be nothing. You know, like life is a television set with horrible pictures on it. But then, once you die, the television set is unplugged. Nothing going in, nothing coming out. I want to be unplugged. I can't stand the idea that this just goes on forever. Or if not forever, at least until you learn 102 fucking lessons. I mean, who came up with that idea? The American Federation of Teachers? Oh my God, another life is starting. No! I'm not available for another life right now. I'm on hold. I'm waiting for St. Peter. I can't go. Oh, good. My force of will is working. God. I think I did stop it. Just like those other times. My little brake system. Stubbornness is a wonderful thing. Now, if only my brain will let up. I don't understand why Jewish people and Jean-Paul Sartre get to be in some general anesthesia state, and I get to remember things and fret and worry, and my brain just goes on and on and on, and I just don't like it. It's not fair. Albert Camus. Simone Signoret, probably. And how am I supposed to learn lessons anyway if I don't know what they are, and if they don't tell me about my past lives when I'm down there? And what lessons am I supposed to learn? Mariama! I'm still waiting for St. Peter. Are you bringing him? I'm a Christian. Tell him that. Although, that's not entirely true. I have a problem with the crucifixion. I didn't used to think about it. But its meaning has become odd to me. It starts off with Adam and Eve eating the apple, which is disobedient and God goes ballistic. Creates death and suffering, and gives everybody original sin, which keeps them out of heaven forever. But then, after a while, God feels bad that nobody can get into heaven. So, he goes, oh, I know. I'll send down my only son to be tortured and die. And we're taught that this sacrifice is somehow supposed to expiate our sins, atone for. So when I was 7, I believed that. But when I was 27, I got to thinking about sacrifice, and how in the Old Testament, God seems to require animal sacrifices, which seems odd to me. Why does he find it pleasing that we kill animals for him? Kill an animal for me so I know you love me. And then he almost moves up to human sacrifices when he tells Abraham to kill his son Isaac. But then God relented and said, no, just kill an animal for me instead. I was testing you. But then God goes and does the same thing that he stopped Abraham from doing. He sends down his only begotten son to be tortured and die so that our sins can be atoned for. But what about sacrifice without killing an animal? Or a person? Or your son? All right, imagine your child did something really, really bad, and you said, okay, I'm going to forgive you, But we're going to have to kill your sister first. I mean, do you understand psychologically what my problem is with the crucifixion? I bet this isn't a popular thought I'm expressing, but it's how it strikes me now. And that's why I can't really call myself a Christian. But I'm waiting to see St. Peter. No, I do believe the crucifixion. I believe it all. Mariama, I'm still waiting to see St. Peter. Are you bringing him? I'm a Christian. God, I bet St. Peter won't talk to me now. And I'm stuck in this netherworld with some lady in a sari. Who's sorry now? Pretty good joke, huh? I'm feeling tired. I'm afraid they're going to send me back like some soldier sent back to the front over and over and over. Most of them kill themselves rather than stay there. That's what I did. But it doesn't stop. Oh, God, suicide isn't an out anymore. It's just a doorway into another terrible life. Oh, in that last life, poor little Ginny, there was no hope for her. And even though she was fat, I could tell she was going to live until at least 90 or something, suffering through an endless succession of tedious days and tedious nights. That's a phrase from Uncle Vanya, or rather a translation. The original play is in Russian. I don't know the Russian. I saw Rex and Uncle Vanya once. He was very good. Oh gosh, I'm feeling so sleepy. My force of will is feeling weak. Uh-oh. Mariama! St. Peter? Not now, I'm busy! Come back later! Mariama! St. Peter!
Here, boy, come here. Good boy. Go get the ball. Good boy. Now give me the ball, Lonnie. Come on, give it to me. Good boy. Get it now. Good boy. You want a treat? Now go to your bed for a while. I have to go to work. I know, but I'll be back later. You be a good boy. That's right, Lonnie. Good boy. I'm back. I know I'm later than usual, but... Good boy. Dogs are so good. If I were late for my girlfriend, she'd just go, "Where were you? Why didn't you call?" Dogs are so good. Good boy. You want to go for a run? Good boy. Come on, Lonnie. Good boy.
Oh, feel refreshed after that.
Yes, your aura is a little less tweedy.
I don't remember much of it actually, but it was nice.
Well, what do you remember?
Smells, running in the park, being patted on the head. Good God, was I a dog?
Yes.
Oh, well, I liked it. I think I liked it more than any of my human incarnations. I don't remember worrying or thinking ahead. I just seemed happy in the present. I don't remember dying, though. How did I die?
Well, let me show you.
Good boy, Lonnie. That's a good boy. Be careful of the cars. Oh, no, Lonnie!
I am so sorry.
You killed my dog!
It was my son, actually. I was following him in my car.
Following him?
Well, he's 16 and he doesn't have his license, and he was drunk, and I couldn't stop him from driving. His father and I are terrible at discipline. It's really our fault, I imagine. Would you be willing not to call the police? I'll buy you a new dog. I'll pay you.
Pay me? Not to report this? Are you crazy?
But it'll ruin his record if he's been driving drunk at 16 without a license.
It's not just my dog. He killed 2 people.
Oh my God. I didn't see them there. Oh dear. How much money are you willing to take to buy your silence? Would $10,000 work?
I have to call the police. Your son is a menace.
It's not his fault, it's our fault. He's our second child, you see, and we spoiled him. Our first one was killed by our dog, and we felt such guilt.
Killed by your dog.
Oh, that's not why he hit your dog. He likes dogs. I'm the one who has mixed feelings about them. Not that I'd ever hit one with my car, it's just I'd be more stringent about leaving one alone with a baby. But you see, we spoiled him, and 2 people are already dead. It won't help them to punish my son.
Going to find a phone right now.
You're a heartless person! Run for the hills, Timmy! Mommy and Daddy will find you later! No, darling, leave the vodka bottle behind! We love you! Oh God, I need a drink.
Any comments?
I suppose you want me to feel guilty. It's not my fault how they brought up their son. They've clearly done a bad job.
I'm not interested in guilt. I'm interested if you can learn any lessons from your experiences and from their repercussions.
You and these lessons. All right. I shouldn't have urged that dog to kill me when I was just 2 weeks old. That was suicide, which is apparently frowned upon. And then, what do you know, lo and behold, in a stunning, ironic twist, when I reincarnate as a dog, I am killed by the tragic and messed up son that I created by inviting that earlier dog to end my life in that quick and violent manner. So the lesson is, I'm bad, kick me when I'm down, I'm bad.
The lesson is never, I am bad. At our core, we are not bad. The lesson can be, I should not commit suicide. It could be, I must be aware that my actions have an impact on other people.
Yes, fine. Well, I thought I had a good time reincarnated as a dog, and it was just some setup to make me feel crummy and punished.
You set yourself up. That's one of the lessons.
If you say the word lessons one more time, I'm going to have to sit on your chest and hold my hand over your mouth to prevent any more comments from you.
You are a tough nut to crack, Miss Witherspoon. All right. Let's forget about the drunk 16-year-old for now. And you're partially right, of course. Your actions impacted the situation, but they made their own choices.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. But you liked being a dog. Tell me about it.
It was nice. I was happy most of the time. I liked running after the ball and smelling things in the grass. I was just happy in the present.
Being in the present. That's a very good lesson. Enlightenment to comprehend. Notice I didn't use the L word.
Yes, and I so appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Wait, what happened to St. Peter?
I couldn't find him, but I put in a request. Rest for a while. Have some ginger tea. I'll be back later.
And where do I get the ginger tea? Typical. Oh well, let me rest for a minute.
Welcome to the General Anesthesia Afterlife, available for Jewish people and Albert Camus and Jean-Paul Sartre. Think of nothing. Think of nothing. Nothingness. Blankness.
Oh, thank goodness.
Nothing. Nothingness. Blankness.
This is lovely.
Nothing. No thing. The absence of color. The absence of sound. Rest in the quiet of nothing. Negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -100,733. Blank.
Hey, baby. Gee, it's kind of a fat baby, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna have your fat ass.
Shut up. It's gonna have your greasy hair and damaged brain cells.
Yeah, well, I had fun damaging them.
Good for you. Why isn't the baby responding? Is it dead? Are you dead? Hey, baby! Hey, fat ass!
God,
you
I've
dead?
done this one.
Oh my God!
Where am I? Oh, Lord. God, it's so ugly when it cries. You're ugly. Oh, Lord, what is this? Do they have a dog, I wonder? Shut up. Where's Papa Wonder Dog? I wanted to meet Baby. Oh, good. Gaga, Gaga.
I shot the dog this morning.
Oh, so that's what the noise was. I thought you farted. How come you shot the dog? It annoyed me. Oh, Lord, how do I get out of this?
God, it's such a noisy baby. Do you think it's defective?
Well, it came out of your fat ass.
It's bound to be defective. I need a joint. You think the baby can inhale? Maybe that'll stop it from crying? You want some hot baby? That shut you up? No dog. No escape. Hot. Okay. Gaga.
Hey, Ginny,
You want another piece of pie? Okay.
wipe your mouth. You look like a pig. Am I pretty?
Didn't I just call you
Pig.
Yeah. So don't ask me questions.
I'm hungry.
So eat another piece of pie. I told you to. If some's not already, it don't matter what you eat. Will I ever go to school? Stop asking about school. Really?
Homeschool.
You seem to learn real values. You're awful quiet today. That's because
I'm overdosing.
Oh, ah!
you jerk leaving me alone. Oh, fuck! I need to shoot up. Finish your pie, Ginny. Don't take an overdose. I know what I'm doing. Give me 10 minutes to get high first, and then call an ambulance for him and finish your pie.
kind of lost.
In school. What did I tell you about being lost, huh? What did I say? Well, pay attention to what I said.
She don't listen.
To what I said. Ow!
No hitting, please.
Oh, I don't have time to solve this. Nothing. Just, we have a no-hitting policy. I don't believe that.
Socialist crap. Hate your kid.
You don't do better at school, and I'm yanking you out of here, and we're doing homeschooling again. How do you like that?
You don't know nothing. Respect
For your mother.
fat pig.
You see what I have to go through with her? How do you like a bloody nose you keep talking back to me?
Stop it! Stop it!
I want to take it
Overdose like daddy. Too young.
for hard drugs.
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop telling me to stop.
You stop it.
Stop. Look, I'm not a psychologist, but maybe the school can come up with the money to send you both for family counseling.
Counseling.
I'm sorry, I have to move on to the next patient now. I mean, parent. Counseling? You go to counseling, I'm going to
Liquor store. Come on.
the
Ice cream cone.
Oh, Lord.
Excuse me.
Virginia, I have been thinking of you since our meeting with your mother.
I got some money for my birthday, and I bought some pills. You know, happy pills. But then I didn't use them.
All right.
I saw this movie from years and years ago, and Liza Doolittle meets Professor Higgins, and I don't like him. There's something that grosses me out about him. I think he's mean, and he's selfish, and he don't really care about Liza. But in the end, she comes back to him. But he only wants her to hand him his slippers like she's the maid or something. But he does teach her things, and her life gets better.
My Fair Lady. You saw My Fair Lady.
Yes, and I saw her life got better. She talked better and she dressed better. And I was wondering if maybe you could teach me. You're probably too busy, but I was wondering if maybe you weren't.
I'd like to teach you. I'd need you to work hard, but if you worked hard, I'd work hard with you.
Wow, thank you.
In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
But hurricanes are happening more now, and tornadoes and meteorites.
Yes, I suppose that's true. The weather has been changing. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plains.
Will that be on the SATs?
Well, this is about speaking.
Oh. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
No, Ginny, plain.
I know, I was pretending to be Cockney.
Oh. Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts my shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers write epistles, say they'd sooner sleep on thistles than the soft and saucy shirts for soldiers Sister Susie sews.
What?
Negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -100,733, -100,734.
I don't want you seeing that teacher anymore. She's filling your head with lies. You're gonna fail, and I don't want you to forget it. Why don't you take an overdose and die? The Bible says honor your parents.
you? Did I pour scalding water on your private parts? Well, did I?
No.
And can you say thank you?
Thank you for not pouring scalding water on my private part.
Ah! The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
It's from meteorites.
Are you sure it's not a piece of plane or something?
No.
Remember when the toilet from the plane dropped down and killed the postman?
Well, does it look like a toilet?
Oh no, another torpedo!
Tornado, not torpedo. What's the matter with the weather? Didn't we just have a hurricane yesterday?
I don't know, something about the air. Go to the cellar.
We don't have a cellar.
Well, get away from the window then.
I'm so proud to be graduating today. I never thought that I would be chosen as the commencement speaker. In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen. That's from a movie with Rex Harrison back many years ago. Oh dear. It's kind of hard to give a commencement speech in the dark, but then the weather is so changeable from minute to minute, the lights are always going out. But then you know that you're sitting in the dark as well. But we can get used to so many things. Oh, good. That's better. Now I can see you. I'm so grateful to my teacher. She's the mother I never had.
I am your mother!
Shut up, you drug-addicted, sadistic, subhuman piece of shit! Oh, I'm so sorry. That is not part of my commencement address. We're living in a scary world. Volatile, turbulent, small chunks of meteorites keep braining us on the head. Sometimes we'll have tornadoes 5 days in a row, and then there will be a massive snowstorm in July. Drought in some states, while others receive 7 inches of rain in 2 hours and become flooded. The government says they must do further study before anything can be done. Uh-oh, another earthquake. Hold on to your seats and hope the ceiling doesn't fall. Oh, there they go again. Everyone remain calm, it's probably just a small one. Say your mantras. Blankness, the absence of color, the absence of sound, negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, -100,733. Blank, blank, blink of an eye and then nothing. Forgetting, no thoughts, no memory, blankness.
Miss Witherspoon, you've been asleep for several decades. How are you feeling?
Decades? Good Lord. Well, I feel very rested, though I also feel sort of stirred up.
I relented. I decided your spirit needed to replenish itself, and so we let you have the afterlife you requested.
You mean the anesthesia afterlife? But I seem to have relived another life. It was better, and I was the commencement speaker. I took your advice, and I asked the teacher for help. But was that part of the afterlife, or was I living an alternative reality?
Exactly.
But that was an either-or question. What do you mean exactly?
Miss Witherspoon, your aura is looking a little lighter. Can you feel it?
I think I can a little. Something was wrong with the weather. Was that part of a dream, or was that reality?
Exactly. More government study. Always a sign of lies and obfuscation.
Next time, can I have the anesthesia afterlife, but without any alternative realities? Just a nice rest, you know?
I have a treat for you. Someone has asked to speak with you.
Oh?
Yes, look who's here.
Hello!
Hello?
Hello, I'm Jesus Christ. I wanted to meet you before you reincarnate for your next life.
You look like the teacher I was just dreaming about.
Ah, so my appearance to you was foretold in a dream.
No, not exactly. Somebody who looked like you, but without the hat. She was a teacher, and historically, Jesus Christ was a man, was he not?
I take many forms. Today, I'm a woman. Do you like my hat?
It's okay.
Really? I think it's nicer than okay, but no matter. I told Mariam I wanted to speak to you because in your next life, I want you to point out to people all the ways that they are not following me.
Oh, well, I was just telling Hariyama I'm hoping for more of the anesthesia afterlife.
I've made a list for you of things I've said that people are ignoring. Number 1, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Number 2, blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy.
Ah, yes, the Beatitudes. They're lovely.
Thank you. Though I mean for them to be lived, not just admired as lovely.
Well, I'm sure everyone understands that.
Really. Number 3, let him who is without sin cast the first stone. Likewise, judge not lest ye be judged.
It happens almost automatically, I think.
The path I ask of people is hard. Number 4, love God and love thy neighbor as thyself.
You know, I'm not really a Christian anymore. I'm not sure what I am.
Number 5, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven.
I see. And now, is there an income cutoff where that comes into effect?
No, there's no cutoff. Look at the lilies of the field and then just have a little bit more than they do, and that'll be fine.
I see.
Number 6, if thy eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Pluck it out!
No, that's a hard one. Forget that one. Number 7, what does it profit a man if he gain the whole world and loses his soul?
Ah, yes, that's a good one.
I really need you to get down there and shake these people up.
Oh, well, I'm not really much of a messenger. Why don't you go back there and say these things?
I did that once. Now it's somebody else's turn. I look down at people on earth not following what I said, and I just get riled up. Didn't I say, blessed are the merciful? That's clear, right? I didn't say, blessed are those who proclaim themselves holy enough and read the book of Revelation as if it's an instruction booklet and sit around waiting for the rapture when they think I'm going to bring all these holy folk up to heaven and we're going to sit up there together and watch Jews and atheists and non-Christians writhe about in agony for years and years. And we'll watch that as what? Entertainment? Enjoyable revenge?
Well, the book of Revelation is a particularly dense book, isn't it? I can never make sense of it.
That's a pleasingly humble reaction. You see, I'm concerned with the misuse of my name. Answer me a question. Didn't I say, blessed are the peacemakers? That's number 8. Blessed are the peacemakers.
Please stop reciting these numbers to me. I'm actually mostly in agreement.
If you're in agreement, why won't you help?
I don't know. I just don't want to. Besides, people have become very comfortable with their own interpretations of Christianity. It would be very hard to budge them, especially if I had to go there and say, oh, and by the way, I was told this by some woman in a hat who said she was Jesus Christ.
I'll be a woman on Tuesday if I want, and a Pakistani man on Wednesday, and a ham sandwich on Thursday. I'm communicating in parable, plus I also have a sense of humor. Do you like my hat?
It's not my place to fix the world. If you want to fix it, then you go back there and fix it yourself. And you should go as a floating ham sandwich. I bet people will really pay attention to you then. But leave me out of it. I have not liked the world, and it has not liked me. And I thought once you died, it was over. And that's what I am. Over and out. Got it?
Got it. I thought you said she would be receptive.
Oh, give her time.
Give me lots of time. Eternity, preferably.
Oh, look who's coming now. Miss Witherspoon, this is Gandalf. He has to speak with you as well.
Hello, Miss Witherspoon.
Hello. And have you met Jesus?
Ah, yes, of course. Sorry I didn't recognize you. I thought you were Josephine Baker.
Thank you. I thought you were Rex Harrison.
What?
Well, I do have a British accent.
I should warn you, she's difficult.
Well, I'm sure she's not difficult. Perhaps just perplexed.
Oh, she's perplexed, all right.
Miss Witherspoon, Jesus Christ and I, and Mr. Gandhi, who's not able to be here today, have all been meeting with the souls in the bardo, urging them to move through their spiritual evolution faster than they've been doing, because Middle Earth is in danger of extinction, and looking at it from the netherworld, it all seems so unnecessary and pointless and savage. And so we need the souls who are in the process to be engaged. They cannot go live through 80 and 90 years and only learn tiny, tiny lessons. We need things to move faster.
Wait, what did you say about Rex Harrison?
Miss Witherspoon, your disagreements with Mr. Harrison are taking up far too much of your mental energy. Let it go.
Yes, but he...
No. Let it go. Try it. It's easier than you think. Stop your argument with Mr. Harrison. Just stop. Let it go.
Okay. Okay.
Now you see, we started out life brutally, with no language, no skills, the caveman days, and we focused only on survival. Then we saw the need for other people, and that strength can come from bonding together. And so then we became tribal. Our group becomes our tribe. Our tribe is the important one. And if there are other tribes who might want the things we want for our survival, those tribes become our enemy. And so tribes become nations, and warfare begins, and there are more and more terrible weapons, and scientists invent more and more horrible ways in which to kill people, and the spiritual evolution is taking far too long. There must be a quantum leap. People must move forward faster.
Number 9.
Stop! I am not a leader. Why are you pushing this on me?
You have more strength than you know, Miss Witherspoon.
You do. You're using your strength to resist. Use it for something else. Be brave. Not like when you knew your sister wasn't a witch and you didn't speak up for her in the Salem witch trials.
I didn't want to be killed too. Is that so terrible?
You're saying that to somebody who was crucified?
I thought you didn't remember your life in Salem.
Well, I didn't, but now I do. Are you happy?
I'm always happy. Let's everybody find a place of calm. Everybody's aura is getting a little cloudy. Would anyone like some tea?
Yes, I would.
Do you have any red zinger?
Oh, hold on. What's going on?
Just some turbulence. Hold on.
Turbulence in the Bardo?
Yes, I was hoping this wouldn't happen.
What wouldn't happen?
We were afraid of this. India and Pakistan have exchanged nuclear attacks, and North Korea has bombed South Korea, and terrorists have set out biological attacks in London, Madrid, Rome, and New York, and the United States has bombed Iraq, Syria, and Iran, so we're feeling a bit of turbulence up here, but don't worry. It'll pass, and then we can get back to discussing our next incarnation. Oh, Thank goodness it's over for now, at least.
Perhaps that's tea now.
Wait. Discuss my next incarnation? I don't want to go back there, especially after what you've just said has happened. What does the world look like?
Well, it's not good. It's funny, all that worry about Russia and the United States and a nuclear standoff. And then this is how the nuclear nightmare unfolds, with smaller states and even individuals opening Pandora's box below.
I was always afraid of that myth, Pandora's box.
With good cause. So in your next incarnation, Miss Witherspoon, you must work for global understanding. The various tribes must move past their tribal mentalities and learn to embrace their interdependence.
That's right, move past it.
I am not Mahatma Gandhi. I'm an emotionally damaged woman with little bravery and poor follow-through. And I'm not about to be sent back to live in some new Stone Age. I simply refuse.
Miss Witherspoon, it is not your soul's right to refuse.
Look, I see I wasted those other lives that I had. But let me go back there before these things have happened. And I'll try to do some of what you say.
Oh, try is a bad word. Don't try to do it. Do it.
Yes, but you can't go back and relive a life you have already lived. That's not how it works.
But didn't I just relive Ginny's life? Or part of it? Maybe it was a dream, but maybe it wasn't. And what about quantum physics and the speed of light? And there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your puny little brain. Who says time has to go forward? Maybe it can go backward. And didn't one of you say faith can move mountains?
I think that was Norman Vincent Peale.
Well, he's not the only one who said it. Others have too. So I say anything is possible too. I've stopped my reincarnation several times, which this woman says I shouldn't have been able to do. So I say I can reincarnate back in time when there's still hope. I just don't want to live in what you say you're sending me to.
The Bardo has certain rules.
No, Miss Witherspoon is right. If her soul can reincarnate backwards in time and relive a life better and make the outcome of the world better, we should let her.
Well, let her, sure. But is it actually doable?
Maybe I should redo the crucifixion. Nope, that's too complicated. Never mind.
Yes, let me go back. I just can't go forward. Let me try to clear up some of the mess in the past. Sorry, I won't use the word try. Let me clear up some of the mess in the past. And I don't know, from the sound of it, I meant to be a pacifist Christian who teaches the importance of breaking down tribal differences.
And I'm just one of the faces of God. Include that.
Okay.
Miss Witherspoon, stand in the place from which you shall return to a previous time.
Good luck.
You will not be alone. Other souls will follow you back as well.
In Hartford, Hanford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly happen. Ask for help.
Goodbye, Miss Witherspoon. I'll have that ginger tea ready when you return.
time, I'm pretty sure. Gaga, goo goo, mama ma, mama ma.
One less syllable, dear. Mama.
Mama ma, mama ma. Oh God, I've got to relearn language. I'd better be a prodigy, that's all I can say.
What, dear?
Google, Google.
That's right, Google. That's our search engine. Oh, David, she's very chatty this morning. She almost said mama.
Talkative, is she? Good morning, sweet bee.
Good God, David. When did you grow that beard? And that hair?
Oh, over the last few weeks.
How could I have not noticed?
You've been focused on Miss Witherspoon.
Who?
You know, the old nursery rhyme. Whither the spoon goes, whither the fork. Witherspoon.
I hope you're going to shave. You look like something out of the Lord of the Rings.
We'll see. What a beautiful baby.
David, don't let Fido in here. I think he's jealous of the baby.
He's just not used to her yet. He'll learn to accept her.
Look, he usually doesn't show his teeth like that. I don't like it.
They'll get used to each other if we just let them spend time together.
Get the damn dog out of here!
She's just saying words.
I don't think so. She sounded very forceful, though.
I feel like she told us to get the dog out of here.
Well, maybe she's right. Let's keep the dog out of this room. Come on, Fido. Come on.
Okay, I've got to learn language now. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O.
David, she just said the vowels.
Babies make lots of vowel sounds.
No, in an organized way, she said A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U.
By George, she's got it! By George, she's got it!
Oh, God, it's Rex Harrison again. You better be nicer this time.
Very well, I will.
What?
Nothing. Well, this is clearly a prodigy baby. I can tell it's going to learn language very soon. Whither the spoon, whither the fork. The baby's a gift brought here by the stork.
I've never heard that nursery rhyme before.
Gaga, goo goo, mama ma, mama ma. Google, Google, gee 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 gee. Global, global, global.
She keeps making words. I'm a little confused.
Well, she's going to be smart, that's all.
Oh, a smart baby. I might just prefer a happy baby.
Well, there might be more need for a smart baby. Come on, let's hear the vowels again. A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U. In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire.
Hurricanes hardly happen.
Gaga, mama ma. Google, Google. Alternative forms of energy. Consensus, mediation, diplomacy. Gaga.
I thought you might like some tea.
Yes, thank you, Rainey. David, this is Rainey. I don't think you've met. I hired her yesterday.
Yes, while I was growing my beard.
Do you like ginger tea?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, what a pretty baby.
She's very smart.
Well, all parents think their babies are smart.
In order to survive, we must find a way to break through centuries of stressing tribal differences and evolve to finding human and tribal similarities.
She speaks in complete sentences already.
I know. It's unusual.
Well, she's anxious to make a mark in the world.
What a lovely clear aura she has.
revenge?
Revelation is a. I can never.
Humble reaction. The misuse of. Didn't I say? That's number 8.
Stop reciting. In agreement.
Help.
Want to. Comfortable with their own. Would be very